What's going on, guys? My name is Kevin Griffith and this is the Holler Barbecue. So welcome to the first video of 2019. And today I want to reseason my Blackstone Griddle. So sit right there and let's get to going. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I want to do something a little bit different. Oh, Happy New Year's, by the way, guys. It's 2019 now. So my first video of the year is not going to be a cooking video. What I want to do is resolve an issue I've had with my Blackstone for a little while now. So, I don't know, a few months ago, I started noticing some spots on the Blackstone that was basically peeling up. And you know, on Facebook, I'm part of a few groups and people talk about that, and people talk about just keep going with it as long as it's not sticking. And that's fine, but mine's actually really peeling up. So what I want to do is correct that today. Basically gonna take the seasoning completely off of it, take it back down to its bare metal and start back over. And I figured I'd just show you guys how I'm gonna do it. So I just wanted to shoot this video because, you know, I did do an unboxing on this thing and I've been using it in quite a few videos. So I just want to show you guys how I'm keeping it going and keeping it maintained and what I'm doing to ultimately keep it looking really good. So as you can see here, my Blackstone, the seasoning's really starting to peel up and it's coming off, and it actually comes off on food. So if people do tell you, oh, just keep going with it if it's not sticking, that's fine if you don't mind some of the stuff going in your food, but I kind of mind. I want it gone just so we can start over. All right, so how we're going to remove this today is I'm just using an orbital sander. I went and picked up a whole bunch of extra pads. This is a box of 25. I'll keep track of it for you, how many I actually use. And then we gotta be safe, so don't forget about our safety glasses. Now for my sander, I am using, this is 60 grit. That's a little bit more coarse, should help to scrape some of this stuff off. Then all I'm basically gonna be doing is just using the sander, going across it, basically getting everything I can see until it comes down to bare metal. Now all I'm worried about is basically the cooking surface. I'm not worried about the edges, and quite possibly not even worried about the grease trap. We'll see. I might get it in a little bit down in there, but that's not bad. All right, let's get to going. This is probably gonna take a little while to do. It's gonna be a little bit tedious, but just keep going. Now one thing I am noticing right away, this is probably why I'm going to be using a whole bunch of these pads, is basically the pads getting coated right now with basically the oil that's on this thing. So what I'm going to do right now is just use one of my scrapers I use to clean it. I'm going to scrape up any of this stuff that I can, that'll come off really easy. You can see how easy this stuff is flaking off, and this is why I just want to get rid of it. So guys, I can tell you right now, this is gonna take a long time. And that's because, you build up a good layer of seasoning. I mean, it's pretty hard stuff to get off of there. So what I'm finding easiest to get this stuff off, after I did the scraper, of course, is I come in here and I basically tilt it so that I can get the edge going. And then once it starts going down a little bit, then do it flat, do a little bit more, and then come back into edge. So as you can see, it is a little bit of tedious work, but I am slowly just beating it away as I'm going. So this is going to take a little while. I'm going to get a little bit more done and then we can talk more. All right, guys, it's been 2 hours now. So like I said, it is a little bit of a tedious work, but I think it's gonna be worth it. So as you can see, I've taken it back down to bare metal. It's pretty dang shiny now. So I ended up going through about 10 of those pads for the sander. I'm not sure if that's a lot. Is that a lot? Put a comment below. Let me know if I used too many or not enough even. Maybe that's what took me so long. Maybe I didn't change them out as often as I needed to. But I can see why, you know, stuff doesn't stick to the Blackstone. I mean, that coating was on there, man. Like it was on there. It took a while. Like I said, I was just working towards the edges until the edges was basically gone. And I just rinsed it off with a hose, basically get all the dust off of there. And one thing I did after the 60 grit, I did hit it with 120 grit just to see if I can smooth it and polish it up a little bit. And it is pretty dang smooth right now. But of course I didn't run my hand across it before, so I'm not sure if it actually did anything. But we'll see if it changes the way this thing cooks. So I just hosed it off, got the dust off of it. And now I'm got the burners on full blast, basically drying this thing out. And then all I'm gonna do is put a couple of light coats of oil on it, let it cool down, and I will be cooking on it later. So let's talk about why I think I got here. So like most people, I wanted that super black top when I got this thing. Almost a year now. And I think I just, you know, I kept seasoning, I kept putting oil on it, kept going. I think I built it up way too much, and it basically made it weak in the end. And at some points I might have used some oils that might not have been the best for it. So now this time I'm gonna stick strictly with canola oil. I know some people go like say flaxseed, but I'm just gonna stick strictly to canola. And then we'll see a year from now if it does any better. If not, I'll be stripping it down again. Because it did last about a year before I actually needed to do this. But I'm pretty happy with the results. It looks really good right now. I'm gonna let it dry out. I'm gonna put that oil on there. And then a little bit later, I'm actually gonna be cooking my Chipotle chicken recipe. All right, guys. I hope this was, helped any one of you guys that might be experiencing the same issue. Don't be afraid to go ahead and strip it back down to the bare metal. It didn't, it took 2 hours. It was a little bit of work, and I'm super dirty right now. I told my wife I was just gonna go jump in the bed, but she already told me I couldn't. I gotta go get a bath. But if you guys got any questions about anything I did, go ahead and put them below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Always, holler back.